Today, municipal rate increases for the 2019-2020 financial year kick in. In Johannesburg, water will go up by more than 10%, while property rate will hike by 5%. Refuse removal will cost you more than 7%, while your electricity bill will spike by more than 13%. On the transport front, Rea Vaya fares will now cost you more than 7%. To cover these costs, companies will pass these increases on to consumers, which means food prices will also be affected. And with the unemployment rate of over 27%, the most vulnerable, including pensioners and grant beneficiaries, will suffer the most. 88-year-old Grace Vilakazi is one of the grandparents in many South African households, forced to financially take care of their grandchildren, only getting by with their meager grant money. She is supporting her 5 grandchildren and great-grandchildren, the youngest being 4 months old, with a grant, an NGO donation, and the goodwill of the Alexandra community.
I sit here to the people. Please give me 1 rand. I want to buy a bread. So they just throw me a bread, 1 rand.
More so with this tough economic times, what does that mean for you? Does it mean that someone like Grace will rely more heavily on you?
They will rely more heavily on our NGOs, especially to myself, because they know that whenever they call me, even if there are 5 victims, I'm always there. I'll always be there for them. But again, it makes it a bit difficult again for me.
All consumers will feel the pinch, including the middle class and those from the on-the-go generation, like 28-year-old media personality Lerato Hifela. She sat down with wealth coach Samke Mhlongo for some advice about how to manage her and her husband's convenient food shopping. Some of her expenses includes fast food deliveries, ready-made meals and takeaway lunches.
One of the tips I can give you is to actually sit down with your budget and do the 50-30-20 exercise, i.e. 50% of your net income should be going towards your needs, 30% towards your wants, and 20% towards your savings. Because I'm not going to apply a blanket rule and say you should not be spending that much. If you can afford to, honey, go forth and conquer. But if what you're spending on your food bill alone takes you outside of that 50-30-20 bracket or split of your income, especially considering that nutrition is a need.
Yeah.
Woolworths nutrition is a want. So you want that balance. 50-30-20 will tell you whether or not you are spending responsibly for your incomes and you're saving enough for your income for where you're at as well.
Where there is a demand, there is business. And some companies are trying to attract more customers by helping people to save money. One such company is Best Before store in Sandton. Here you'll find products cheaper than in other shops, as some products are short-dated stock and stock past its Best Before date. But there is nothing wrong with the quality of the food.
Everybody's looking for a good deal. You know, the truth is the economic situation is affecting all classes in this country. So from the lower class, the middle class, everybody is short up. So everyone's looking for avenues of trying to better, for their money to go a bit further. And we believe we offer an alternative to buy quality products at much reduced price. There's every single item in our store is cheaper than the traditional retailers.
Some consumers prefer to avoid shopping centres, going for online buying to avoid overspending. Takealot.com has noted a massive spike in this kind of shopping.
So we're really lucky in that our numbers are growing every year. We know that customers are price sensitive and conscious, and we also know customers are time sensitive and conscious. So we see double-digit growth every year. I think South Africans deserve good deals. In a time where the economy is tough, you have to count your pennies and make sure that you're spending it wisely. Again, online shopping lends itself towards price comparison, so you know you're getting yourself a good deal.
Some people are also now resorting to rather buying second-hand products online or selling unused items on Gumtree.
We all know that the consumer is taking strain. To the extent that some, and it's great in a way, they've learned that they can actually dispose of assets that they might have acquired and started to hoard and no longer need, and they can sell them and convert them into cash.
But it's not all doom and gloom, as Samke Mhlongo explains.
So, how can you be financially responsible without cutting? By growing your incomes. So we are living in a digital economy where literally with just 3,000 followers, you're a micro-influencer. So if you've got a bad habit of always eating out, become an eating out influencer. Tag the brands and products you're using on social media. It's the easiest way to get their attention. And if you've got engagement on your account, they'll start sending you vouchers for free and stuff like that. So that is one way. Start a side hustle. If you are still in South Africa, someone that relies on one paycheck, you are financially vulnerable as far as I'm concerned. The easiest way to start is by thinking, how do I monetize my hobbies? How do I monetize what I already do and enjoy for free anyway? So I have a client of mine who really enjoyed looking after the kids in her complex on Saturdays, started teaching them how to dance, like a little dance academy. She now provides them with lunch and charges the moms that drop off their kids a small fee. You're doing it anyway, so find a way to make money from doing it. And then stokvels. I know that we think stokvels, are just like old and dated. If you're going to be spending time with your friends anyway, and you're going to be catering for them anyway, why don't you make it advantageous by saving together? And then also the host of the stokvel gets paid a little bit of an amount towards the catering. So you're having fun, you're saving, and it's not costing you. With your Pick and Pay Smart Shopper card, instead of waiting to come back for your next shopping trip where you get however many rands off your next purchase, you can actually ask for that amount to be given to you in airtime at the shopping till. Shh, don't tell. It's our little secret.
The South African Association of Retired Persons says capable young people must start saving as soon as possible, even if it's as little as 50 Rand a month.
In one word, you could summarize it by saying planning. Planning for the younger person to get to retirement and do the correct thing.
While these options are viable for some, others, such as Vilakazi, will have to rely on the charity of others.
I so wish I could get other people who can follow suit and join me, in whatever I do for our senior citizens, because we are who we are because of them.